Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. First of all, I want to apologize for my crazy hair. I put it in a bun after I took a shower last night, and this is what we're working with, so sorry. Anyways, today's video is going to be about tips and advice for self-help, self-maintenance, whether you have depression, anxiety, blah blah blah, or whether you just need some tips and tricks about self-maintenance. Anyways, I have a list of 7 things and let's get into it. The first thing I have for you is stay hydrated. Drinking water is so important and it helps get all the toxins out, and it just is one of those things that just helps everything. I keep mine in my water bottle and I bring it everywhere with me so I can sip on it throughout the day. If you don't like the taste of water, you can always get flavored water, like the packets or the squeezable concentrates. Tip number 2 is get lots of sleep. Sleep is one of those things, just like water. It just kind of helps everything, makes you feel better, obviously makes you feel rested. Tip number 3 is don't get too much sleep, because too much sleep can make you feel really tired and really mopey, and it's just not good. It's an endless cycle of blah. Tip number 4 is eat good food, even if it's just one meal a day. And I'm not saying just eat one meal a day. I'm saying throughout all the meals you eat, if you at least incorporate one good meal with fresh vegetables or fruits or some source of really good nutrition, yeah. Sometimes I know I get in a bad headspace and I'm just not motivated to cook a good meal, and I'm just kind of munching and snacking on crap and not really making an effort, and it doesn't help me at all. It doesn't fuel my body. It doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't make me feel good in my head. It's just not good. So make sure you at least get some source of nutrition every day. Tip number 5 is go get some fresh air. Go on a walk, go on a run, go to your neighbor's house, go to the grocery store, go on a drive, even just go and get your mail from the mailbox. Simple as that. But the fresh air will give you some clarity. A change of scenery will help your headspace. I know sometimes I just like to lock myself in the house and it's not very healthy. And sometimes just walking outside and going to get the mail, which is a couple hundred yards for me, that just really helps me and gets me in a better mood. Tip number 6 is take social media breaks, or just breaks from technology in general. Turn off your phone, turn off your laptop, even if it's just for a few hours. Trust me, you will feel so much better. You might be reaching for your phone to check how many likes you got on your Instagram pic, but I guarantee you will feel so much more liberated. I know when I'm in town and my phone accidentally dies for whatever reason, I know I feel really good, and it's just kind of nice not having to check in and not worrying about who's where or Snapchats or Instagrams or whatever. It's just nice to even turning off your notifications for a day is really helpful if you just cannot turn off your phone. If you do turn off your phone and you are younger and you have paranoid parents like myself, tell somebody that you're gonna give somebody a warning that you're gonna shut off your phone for however long, so they're not freaking out and calling the cops and wondering where you are, like my mother has done. So the last tip number 7, is probably, in my opinion, one of the most important tips aside from drinking water. And it's, don't forget about you. Make some you time, even if it's just a couple hours. With life nowadays, with work and school and friends and social media, it's really hard to just have you time without being interrupted by notifications and I have to be at work in a couple hours and all of that crap. It's just really hard to find you time. This is something that I struggle with a lot. I don't really take time for myself now that I have a baby, especially. It's really hard to really take time for just me, and I usually end up taking that time at like midnight, 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning, because everyone's asleep, and I finally am just like, oh, okay, now I have time to just relax, and that's usually when I'm like doing videos, or I'm, you know, like surfing the web and painting my toenails and looking at things that I potentially want to buy. For example, this necklace I procrastinated on buying for a couple months. I really wanted it, but I just like, I could use the money for something else. I don't need to get it. I really like it, but it's not a necessity. And then finally I was like, girl, just get it. You never buy anything for yourself. Just go and get it. So I did. And I feel so happy about it. Every time I look at it, I'm like, oh my god, I love it. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you maybe learned something. I know a lot of these were no-brainers, but sometimes, especially for me, it like helps hearing it. So if you liked and if you enjoyed and if it was helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And comment down below if you have any video suggestions for me. I'm really trying to find some inspiration for new videos. So I hope you guys have an amazing day and stay positive.